Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, March 17th, 2015. Traders, for those of you who celebrate St. Patrick's Day, well, welcome to St. Patrick's Day and enjoy your green beer today. Traders, remember this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, hot blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches, and it is early in the morning. So let's get a move on. If you would, let me introduce myself to you. We have 6 currency pairs to talk about and some news and commentary. My name is William Gilday and I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I finished a 27-year career in the fire rescue department out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, I was on the big airplane, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, it's 2015. Guess what? I'm still here and having a great time. Traders, the important thing about trading is that you are involved in the markets, and I am involved in the markets every day. I'm listening to news feeds. I'm listening to what other people have to say. I'm watching charts, and I'm looking for probabilities and opportunities to enter trades with a higher percentage of success rate. And that's what it's all about. We want to grab those pips. All right, let's get to it. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's do it. Time to shake and dance. Let's get down to the numbers. Let's talk about the indices. Let's see how things closed. Wow, big green day in the U.S. The Dow 30 up 1.29%. The S&P 500 ASX is up 1.35%. The NASDAQ closed up 1.19%. And the Russell 2000 closed up 0.62%, all of them in the green. Let's head on over to London, where these markets also in the green. The DAX closed positive 2.24%, the FTSE 100 closed positive 0.94%, the CAC 40 closed 1.01%, with the Euro Stoxx 50 closing positive at 1.38%. Good stuff moving there. Traders, let's move over to Asia, my part of the world. And these countries are currently trading as they are open. The Nikkei 225 is up 0.86%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is up 1.04%. And the Shanghai is up 0.75%, with the Hang Seng, the only one in the red, barely just at negative 0.04%. And ending this with, out of the Kospi, it is positive at 1.39% and looking good. Let's talk about news and data today. We had some data come out in the Asia session. Aussie came out with its monetary policy meeting minutes today, and they say there's a good possibility that they're going to cut rates to improve the housing situation in Australia. So there's a good chance that they're going to cut their interest rates again. Probably at the next time, I think it's next month. And so, yeah, they're looking to cut rates again. We have news coming out of Japan and Tokyo. The yen pairs have monetary policy statement, and then they have a BOJ press conference. The problem is that, they never give it time. They never do. They just, come out and do it when they want. The problem here is that this is pretty big stuff, and you don't want to be trading until this happens. So any trade you want to take, and any trades that we talk about today, they're all geared to the London Open. There's nothing that's geared to taking a trade right now. We need to let this BOJ press conference happen because that can really ruin your day. Later in the London session, we have German Zoo Economic Sentiment, which is a high-impact news event. That's the big one in the London session. Going into the U.S. session, out of Canada, we have manufacturing sales month-on-month, high impact. And in America, we have building permits, and that is also a high impact. New Zealand has a tentative GDT price index. I don't think I've seen that one before, and it is high impact, and that's in the U.S. session, but it says tentative, so that doesn't mean much to us. And after the New York close, you have current account out of New Zealand. So that's what's going on in the news today. So let's get moving, no time to waste. We're going to take a look at some 60-minute Forex charts. Remember these hourly charts, and that means that each candle is 1 hour. Okay, so as usual, let's get started with our euro dollar. Yes, traders, I am still bearish in the euro dollar. I know we had an up day yesterday, but we were expecting that. We talked about that on Thursday, Friday, and we talked about it yesterday, that these pairs are getting ready to do a bounce. They've moved quite a bit. They're getting ready to give us a bounce to the upside, and yesterday was the day. A lot of these pairs moved to the upside, and now we're just hoping that they continue that trend. So this chart that you're seeing was only photographed or taken within the last hour and a half. So, we're at the spot where we would want to enter this trade. What's the problem with this chart, traders? The problem with this chart is that you can see that we're going to get a fight at every level. This is a tough trade. You're going to get a fight at the 38.2, the 23.6, and down at the 0 where our take profit is. That's not a fight, that's a happy time. But we're going to get a fight here. If you look left of the chart, we have a lot of junk. We have a lot of price, we have a lot of support, resistance areas, where we're going to get a fight here. And the dollar is just maintaining, it's not obtaining more strength. If you take a look at the dollar yen to mimic the dollar index, you will see that it's been sideways for the last 6 trading days. And they're all doji candles. So they're not gaining any strength, but they're not losing anything either. So this makes this a little tough to trade. So be careful if you're getting into this. And I'm going to probably say that on a lot of these currency pairs. They're really confused. Is that a good word? But it's going to be a challenge. Let's take a look at our pound dollar. We're bearish in the pound dollar. You can see it's been, if you look at this chart spatially, it's definitely in a down situation. It gave us an update yesterday. I'm looking for this to break this trend line, and I'll sell it to the take profit area. I don't want to buy the pound dollar. I really do not want to buy the pound dollar. If the pound turns around and remains strong today, what you're going to end up having is you're going to have a sideways price action, and the Bollinger Bands are closed. So, again, everything is geared for the London Open. We'll see what happens. It's got to break that trend line, and then we can be convinced that this wants to go short and not just bounce and then head back up. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar is all over the place. It's in the 70 pip range. How are you going to trade this? Well, you can trade it 2 ways. One, you can trade it up to the resistance area at 0.7671, or you can wait till it gets to 0.7671 and take it down to 0.7616. I'm looking at it both ways, but I'm not doing anything till the London Open, and I would assume that this is going to be in the middle of this range. So I am probably looking at trading this from resistance and selling it more than I am buying it. So we'll see how that goes. The news data, anytime a country is lowering interest rates, it is not a positive news data. It's not a good thing for that currency. So there's a good chance this might just drop and just break the support and continue to fall down. We'll see what happens at the London Open. Let's take a look at our Euro Aussie. This was an update. We talked about this for more than a week, that we were expecting this to happen. It happened yesterday. Gave us an update. It looks like it's back and it's going to continue to the downside. It's fibbed. It went to the 38.2. It spiked it, and we have a red candle. Well, we actually have 2 red candles because we just had a new one come out. And so now, we're waiting for this to break this trend line, and we'll take it short. Again, this is not going to be an easy trade. You're going to get a fight here at this 23.6. Look left of the chart. That is heavy support there. This can bounce from there. Once that breaks, you're going to get a pop about 37.65, 37.60, and then we want to take profits at 37.49. So yes, we want to go short, but this is like one of those trades that you just don't want to look at. You just want to put the trade on and leave. This is going to be a battle, and the stop's got to be where the stop's got to be. And there's no moving a break even after 10 or 12 pips. This one you're just going to have to let work. It's either going to work or it's not. And that's probably pretty much the story on all these trades. Here's our euro yen. The euro yen we know is bearish. We had an up day yesterday. We now have some red candles. The Bollinger Bands are closed. We have data coming out. There's nothing to do here. We want this to break this trend line, and we want to sell it. And that's the whole point. And there's nothing to do here. Without this data release out yet, it's really hard to make a trade plan because the BOJ press conference couldn't really stir the market and stir everything. So we definitely want to wait for that to be completed before we do anything with any yen pair. And the last pair of the day, my friends, is the New Zealand dollar. This is just in a mess. This pair is just absolutely in a mess. The problem now is that we're back at this 200 exponential moving average, and we know the New Zealand loves to hang out at the 200 exponential moving average before making a move. And I put a trend line in here, and that's all I can do. We'll see if it breaks the trend line, and we'll want to take profit at 72.82, and we'll take profit down there. It's only like a 30 pip trade here, 28 pip trade, but something's better than nothing. But it's gonna, it's got to break it, and it might not. It just might go sideways. It might not do anything. It might not do absolutely nothing today. So we'll see how this works. Again, all geared for the London Open. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining me today for the Market Opening Preview Series on a Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2015. Traders will catch you the next time, being tomorrow, before the London Open. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, with bright blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches. Traders, have a great trading day, and we wish you the best, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.